Hey everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101. Today's tutorial we're going to be doing a really simple dragonfly for beginners. We're going to break it down so that you can follow it step by step. I'm really excited to be using this paint from Naturalis again. We've worked with them before in the past, and this is another fun tutorial featuring one of their amazing paints. And the color of this one is dragonfly wings. I mean, how appropriate, right? So it's a color shift paint. It goes from red to blue when you kind of tilt it. These are beautiful in the sunlight. I'll show you how that looks at the very end. So it's really fun paint to use. I'll make sure that I link to it down below for you. So if you see it and just have to have it like I do, you'll be able to grab it. So I like showing some fun ways that you can use these paints. And today's dragonfly, you can see some pretty intricate ones out there on the web. This one is going to be perfect for beginners. You'll be able to follow along with this step by step. I'm using my dotting tool. If you do not have dotting tools like this, you can use a pencil eraser as well. You can look around your house for other things you can use for dotting tools. You don't have to have specific dotting tools for this. So we're going to lay out our body using black paint first. And the reason we're going to use the black is it's really going to set off this color shift paint, and it will show the difference of it being directly on the white and on black all in one. So I'm just loading up my dotting tool here so I have a nice good amount of paint. And you want to picture where the wings are going to come out of your dragonfly and place that first dot there. And I'm actually going to dot this dot a couple times. I'm going to gather a little bit more paint and dot on there, and we'll make it a little bit wider. Maybe we'll go one more time here, like that. Now, I'm not actually touching the ball to the rock. You're kind of just setting it there and letting the paint grab onto the rock. Now, once you've gotten a good amount of paint there, we're gonna actually trail up and down from this point. So we're gonna dot there in the middle, and then we're gonna go down. And we want these dots actually touching each other on the way down. So we're going to go like that. We're going to load up again, and we're going to follow the same path because we want them to be the same. We're just loading up a little bit more paint so there's some left over. We're going to keep going down basically until we run out of dots. And that technique's kind of called walking dots. They'll get smaller and smaller and smaller. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go up, but we're not going to go as far. Maybe 2 dots above is all we're going to do, but we want them to be bigger. So we're going to dot there, and then 1 and 2, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my dotting tool. We're done with this for now. We'll be using it again later. Now I am going to use the smaller size of my dotting tool. If you don't have dotting tools, you could actually sharpen your pencil eraser to make it a little bit smaller of a circle. That will work well too. So these dots have to dry before we can go back and add our color shift paint. But in the meantime, we're going to add on some wings. Now I've got a brush here that I've kind of doctored a little bit. I needed a very fine line. So if you've got multiple brushes, as most of us do, they come in packs. I actually went in and cut off about maybe half to 2/3 of these bristles to leave behind just a pretty small little bit of bristles on there. So it's a nice thin line capability. I'm going to dip it in water just so that I can make sure my bristles are nice and smooth together. And we're going to go into our black paint and we're going to create our wings. Now we're going to have them pull from the biggest section of the body here, and we're going to have 2 on each side. I like to pull the line straight from the center first. Move this out of the way. Make sure you have a good amount of paint on there. But we're going to pull from the center first, and we're going to stop just short of the outer edge because we want to make sure, let me turn my rock. We want to make sure that we can have equal wings on either side, just like that. I do not have super steady hands. I think I like coffee more than steady hands, but that's okay. Just do the best you can. You can always add more paint though. Having a thinner brush and not having too much paint on your brush will help you from having those lines like spread. to the sides. There we go. So once you've got your lines, you can see about how far it can go in either way on your rock. We're going to arch on top and below each of these, but they're all going to come from this center dot. So you can go up just a smidge, maybe about there. Come out to the side to create that wing. And a second one over here. Once you have your basic shape on here for your wings, you can kind of adjust them because we're going to add some lines with our black that will create kind of those vein, they almost look like there's like veins, almost like a leaf to them. So this one we need to make a little bit wider to try to match the other side. And so anything you do to one side, you can do to the other. We did end up pretty good here. And then we're going to add, like I said, some lines. So we're going to have one kind of come up the center here. And we're going to have them kind of span out a little bit inside the wings. Not a lot, just a little bit. And this will be covered by our color shift paint. And these little lines underneath are just going to barely show through just to give some dimension to your wings. All right, now we have to let this dry before we go back and we do our second layer of dots and we paint on top of this. Now this is what I was talking about where you can make the wings match. So see on this wing, I think the bottom one needs to be a little bit wider. So we're going to add here to make it a little bit wider. And now that it's got that second kind of curl in there, you can come on this side and you can add in kind of a second curl like so. See how that makes it more cohesive. So if you make an error on one side, just add it as another part of your dragonfly on the other side. So we are going to let this dry a little bit and then we will pick right back up. Okay, so for the most part, we're pretty dry. A couple of the bigger dots are still a little wet, but we're gonna work on our wings first and then we'll do our dotting. You can dot when it's still a little bit damp as long as you're careful not to actually pick up any of the color onto your dotting tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my red blue dragonfly wing paint. And like even just seeing it in the lid, you can see that shimmer. I don't know if I can get it to turn to the red, but you'll see it once we're done here. So first we're gonna go ahead and color in the wings of our dragonfly. And I'm just working right out of my lid because I'm not mixing it with anything else, any other color or water or anything like that. So I'm just gonna gather up some paint right here on my brush and we're gonna fill in these wings. Now it is pretty translucent when you're going right on a white surface like this, which works perfect for the wings because they're pretty see-through. So we're going to go ahead and add this on this section. Pretty good layer of it. Right into those tips there. Go. And we'll get the other side here. Nice thin layer on there for the wings. You can kind of see it shift a little bit there, kind of red to blue. All right, now I'm gonna put my lid on really tight again and give it another really good shake so that I have a nice full cap. So we're gonna go with a slightly smaller size dotting tool here. Again, if you don't have the dotting tools, you can use lots of things around your house to do this. Just test on a piece of paper the sizes that you're gonna get. We're gonna load up our dotter here and we're gonna go right in and we're gonna just lay a second dot on each one of these. And it's good to kind of get your head down almost level with your rock so you can watch as you're placing your dot. So you can see it expand. So you can tell you want to leave just like a little border of black. You can go and press it again to get a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And then you can see them being placed as you're putting them down. Might need to get my bigger size for these bigger ones. We'll see. That one worked. I think I'm gonna have to shake up and get a little bit more paint. Because you want a nice full dot when you're doing these big ones. Let's see how those are right on there. Again, the indoor lighting is really hard to kind of show it, but we're almost to the point where I can take it outside and show you. So we're just gonna load up this dotting tool, a good dollop of paint. Here we go. Now I've got a lot of extra space around my dragonfly on this rock. So you can definitely come in and add some extra details kind of along the side. You can take a small brush and just do some like little wisps and things along those lines just to fill the space a little bit. Obviously there's no rules to this. You can do lines, you can do dotting, just fun little designs to fill in your space. Or if you have a really fun dragonfly saying, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but you can do things like that as well. You could do dots along here. You could even come back with a little bit of your color shift paint and add in some little dottings as well. Okay, I think that'll lead along with this enough. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. Obviously I won't make you watch that, and we'll get it outside. So here we go. Well, it's a lively day outdoors, so I apologize for the background noise, but check this out. How pretty is that? Just shimmers in the sunlight. See if I can get, maybe if we come into the shade here. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Goes from that red, a beautiful blue. This paint is just fabulous. So I hope you guys take a second to check it out. We've also done a holographic paint of theirs. I'll make sure to link to that at the end of this if you want to see that one as well. We'll see you soon with another tutorial. Bye-bye.